go for the penultimate race of 2022. And it's a great launch from Cassidy and Egerton. They're side by side down towards turn 1. It's the last of the late breakers. Cassidy in towards P1. And Granado slotted into P3 just behind Egerton. Oh, that's Pons. So the wingman's down. He's out. He's in the gravel. Granado down one man, but he's in third. It's all about him and Egerton now, as Cassidy already a couple of bike lengths out front.
For his recent standards, Tommy Egerton got off the line reasonably well. Yes, he's dropped one position, but I think he'll be pretty content to be just ahead of Eric Granado right now. Expect to see some moves from the Brazilian coming in, though. Yes,
well, let's see then. So all cleanly through, apart from Pons, we have Cassidy from Egerton, Granado and Torres. Ferrari, the magician of Misano, P5 as we come down in towards turn 8. No brash overtaking moves this time around. Escridge just behind Ferrari in 6th.
Yeah, good start to affairs from Escridge. Xavi Carlos looking decent as well, and Hikaru Kubo was made up already a couple of positions up in 8th.
Well then, you've got to cast your minds back to Austria then, because we had Cassidy out front. He led all the way in race 1 to the penultimate corner, where just an extra squeeze of the front brake, a little bit of a tighter line, too much effort, too much force through that front tyre, and down he went out of a potential victory. Granado took it and started closing in on Egerton. He's got him in his sights. This is the kind of sight we need to get used to for the next 8 laps of this race. Granado closing in on Egerton.
Yeah, he certainly is, and Cassidy in the last couple of races has managed to put nearly a second into his pursuers on that number 1. It looks as though Egerton has given him a bit of a tougher time there, and that's a good move from Carlos, looking as though he's defending from Akubo.
Yeah, he moves up to the 6th place though. Akubo responds very well indeed into that final corner. Very nicely done. He parks it straight in front of the Andorran rider. The Japanese, he's definitely a dark horse to watch in this MotoE race.
And you can see the top 5 have basically checked out already. It looks as though this is going to be a 5-way fight for victory, maybe even a 3-way fight, because Cassidy, Egerton and Granado are just having up hand. I think Granado has already moved through the second round.
He has. We completely missed that, and looks like Torres is trying to make a move on Egerton as well. He does have a think about it in towards turn 4. A tricky spot. Many people have decked it down there. This could be a problem spot as well. Turn 6. Technically we're coming through turn 7 in a short moment, but really that's more of a kink on this back straight.
Jordi Torres there said he didn't want to get really involved to get in people's way, but he's got 2 of the title contenders just in front of him. Will the Spaniard be a gentleman, or will he try and mix among it? Because he does have the pace probably to go with Cassidy at the front.
He's looking for a job next year. The job's on the line, your livelihood's on the line. It's time to get spicy, ladies and gents. As we see then, Cassidy, Granado right on his tail, Egerton just watching firm. This is the thing though, Neil, you did wonder about this in qualifying. Would Egerton just sit happily behind Granado, because that's all he needs to do to sort of coast to World Cup victory?
Yeah, I think Granado certainly needs to risk it all, because gaining 5 points in this race isn't really going to be enough. He has to try and put at least 9 points into Egerton for the title fight to have realistic ambitions of going for the title tomorrow. And you can see the right with Cassidy now as they go into turn 14.
Yeah, Egerton looks up the inside of Granado then. Interesting, the difference of line choices and braking markers that these guys have here on these MotoE machines. These new bikes for this year, they don't have that much experience around the Misano World Circuit. Just 2 free practice sessions. Then these guys all had the singular 10-minute Q2 session. This is what happened between Granado and Egerton last lap around. Egerton, a few bobbles in towards turn 1. Oh, a brilliant move up the inside from Granado. That's textbook and exactly how it's done.